Good afternoon. So I'm here with my new PCP rifle, the Sig Air Virtus PCP. I bought it from the British Shooting Show, just back from there, from the Solware stand. Really nice guys, excellent guys from Tamworth. So this is a 2.2 only caliber, 30 shot magazine. It's a belt feed, okay, from Sig Air. So I'll run you through what the information is on the box. It's obviously used as a compressed air PCP cylinder. It says its action is semi, but I'll explain a bit more about that in a bit. Overall length is 37.5 inches. It's 2.2 obviously, 30 round belt. The barrel length is 17.5 inches long. It weighs 7.5 pounds, and it says its velocity is up to 700 FPS. Now obviously that will be with a very light pellet. Okay. So unboxing, this is just an unboxing review, show you what's in the box. So pop the box, and what you have is obviously your manual. It tells you all about the actual rifle, how to load the pellets, how the safety works, how to adjust the actual sights front and rear, how to pre-load your pellets, push the pellets into the actual belt, how to charge the bottle. Yeah. Now the bottle, yeah, is charged between 2000 and 3000 psi, 137 to 206 bar. Okay. Now the gauge is basically a very standard black gauge with 1 to 5000 on it. Yeah, 1000 to 5000 on it. Okay. So yeah, on the box it does actually show a nice coloured gauge here. Yeah, but that is not on the actual product. Okay, so I'll show you. So it comes with the bottle off, okay, you have to charge it. The charging point is another standard Foster connector, okay, with an actual rubber cap on it to keep the dirt out. That is the gauge I was telling you about. See, it's 1 to 5 and it's times 1000, that's PSI. Okay, so I've charged this to 200 bar, but the gauge does not read near to 3000 because 200 bar is 2900 PSI. So this gauge doesn't appear to be that accurate. So if you're charging with a bottle or with a stirrup pump, I'd recommend you use that gauge on the bottle, not this gauge. Okay. So yeah, very straightforward. Comes with a cap. Remove it, and you screw it in slowly, and then it says to give it a quarter of a turn once it's stopped. Okay. Okay. So that's the bottle. The actual butt plate. You can get it out. Polystyrene is a pain in the backside. And I will be able to get it out. There you go. Okay, so that goes over the back of the bottle like so. Okay, and then you tighten it with this bolt here. But obviously you don't want to over tighten it. Okay, otherwise you could crack it. But just need to tighten it till it's firm. There's a tool in the bottom of the pistol grip itself, and that I'll explain that in a bit. So that's the actual stock, the butt plate stock. Then the actual rifle itself, we pull this out. Yeah. So it comes with the actual magazine fitted. Now this is all fake, so this is an operator tool, yeah. But the cocking handle at the back does. Okay, so you need to cock this before you can shoot it. Okay, you only need to cock it once. That's your magazine release. So you press it in, pull the magazine out. The magazine is all plastic. Just flip it over. It's very much like the CO2 ones, I believe. I don't actually own one, but you flip it over, open like that, and then your belt's in there. Pull your belt out. Yeah, 30 shot. Fill it with pellets. Pre-seat them as well. There's a seating tool which I'll show you in a minute. Pop your belt back in. Yeah. And what you want to do, you want to line it up so the two white links, yeah, on each end of the belt are set at the top, like so. Okay, the reason being is it indexes from this side, it goes up. Okay, so you want your first empty one there, yeah, and then that rotates upwards and rotates the belt clockwise from the rear. Okay, so that's your magazine. Now the rifle itself, very weighty. As I said, your cocking handles at the back, your safety's here. Okay, so that's safe, that's fire. This thing is a real good weight. I mean, all this obviously is fake, yeah, but obviously it looks quite realistic. Now, sights, pop up at the front and back, peep sights, yeah, and they rotate back. We're going to go 2 peep sight positions like that, all metal, okay. And also it comes with a tool for adjusting the windage there, okay. You can also adjust the foresight up and down, so that actually adjusts your elevation. Now, a friend of mine and myself, we just fired 30 shots through this at 25 meters, and we only made a slight windage adjustment. So at 25 meters it was hitting more or less the center of the target. But I will fit a small scope on this, probably I have a 2.5 by 7 times mag, 28 objective. It's nice and compact, and I think I shall fit this on this. Even though I can still peep sights, you move this forward and focus it, it's still better to have. I think this will justify having a small scope on. The accuracy will probably improve. I've got to clean the barrel, definitely, but once the barrel's been cleaned, I put some lead down her, I think she'll be pretty good. Now, fitting the bottle, very straightforward. Just screws in the back there, and like it says in the manual, right, screw it in nice and slowly. You'll hear it hiss. Right, it stops, and then it says to give it a quarter of a turn, like that. Now with this particular bottle, the gauge stops at the top, which is quite handy because you can view it while you're shooting, okay. And then, as I was saying, in the base of the actual grip, squeeze these 2 together like so, and you've got a tool, okay. In the manual it explains what all this does, but basically that's for your foresight, that's for your rear sight adjustment, that's for doing up your rear grip, which I'll show you in a minute, and that's for seating your pellets. So when you put the pellets in the belt, just pop them on along, and it like seats them slightly deeper into the belt, makes them feed better, okay. Right, put your cap on, your butt pad on like this, just goes on like so, and then this tool here, yeah, that tool there tightens it. So just so you tighten it slightly, so it's lined up with the grip, so it's vertical. Just give it a little tweak. You don't need to over tighten it, it's firm, and that'll do. Okay, so that's your tool. Okay, so that can go back in there, that clips back in your pistol grip. So that's it all ready. So this rifle is obviously completely unloaded. You need to pull the charging handle back initially, and then we're going to talk about the trigger. Now this trigger, you have to reset it every time when you pull the trigger. They've had to remove the spring, the trigger spring that resets it, for, well, I presume it's for some sort of legal reason. But we have shot this, me and my friend, and when you fire it, and it is quite loud without a pellet, but I shall just fire it for you. The actual trigger, and safety off, the trigger moves, there's a little bit of movement, and that little bit of movement there indexes the belt round, and then it does shoot like that, really cleanly. Now if you look at the trigger, you'll see where it is. To reset it, that little movement there. And we found that shooting it, you can shoot it, flick it back with your finger, and shoot it again. And we've been shooting this pretty quickly actually. So it's not rapid semi-auto, but it's certainly quick enough for most things. So some people thought it was a deal breaker, but I shot this on the range. The Sig had a range at the shooting show, and we shot this first before I bought it, me and my friend. And yeah, we were quite impressed with it actually. Yeah, really nice. Build quality is solid. Everything feels well made, and yeah, definitely a small scope. I think I should be fitting on this. So, yep, that's the unboxing review. Sights are all metal, obviously, fully adjustable. So yeah, very impressed. For 500, I think they are in UK. I shall be doing a full outdoor accuracy test. I shall do a Chronograph test to see what she's doing. Apparently it's supposed to be doing somewhere in the, well, between 9 and 11, according to Sig when I was chatting to them. So I shall be doing a full test, and I always use Expresses, 14.35 grain, and I shall see exactly what she does with those pellets. But out the box, she seems pretty accurate. even using peep sights, and I don't see peep sights. In fact, out the box, I couldn't focus on the rear peep sight, but I was still getting groups. You know, they were grouping around that most of the time. You know, within about an inch. I reckon you get it grouping down to sub-inch. Yeah, probably half an inch. Yeah. So that's it. That's the Virtus. Yeah, Virtus PCP from Sig Air. Thanks for watching.